guys, this is probably going to get my channel banned from YouTube, but someone needs to talk about this. And this is bad. This is really, really bad. Look, if this election had been lost fairly, I would have been like, yep, no problems. We lost. Whoop-de-doo, whoop-de-doo. Right? No problems. But every single vote in Michigan, Wisconsin, Arizona, I think it is, and Nevada needs to be recounted and needs to be recounted now. They need to check that they're all registered voters, that they're all legit voters, that they're not dead, because So this is the graph that we've got here, right? Let's just break it all down. Here's the Michigan and here's the Wisconsin one. These are the two major ones that need to be recounted. The why? Well, because Biden has a sudden spike. As you can see in the chart there, Biden jumps on both of these states. Now that to me is very suspicious. Right? Very suspicious that Biden would jump. And it was interesting, right? Because, let me bring it up. Election results. Because the reason why is because without, I think it was Michigan, Biden couldn't win. Biden could not win this election. And, well, yeah. So, yeah, let's break it all down. Let's talk about this on air, because there is something. Look, like I said, if this had just been a normal election, I would have been like, yep, no problems whatsoever. Yep, fair's fair. But no, there's something definitely wrong here. Right, so it's actually, Fox is actually the worst. This is what I say to you guys about Fox News. Do not trust Fox News. Alright, so. Right, let's break it down. And we'll come back to this graph. Right, so here is the election. Here is the chart as it sits right now. Nevada is going blue, technically, right? And I could understand maybe that because it went blue 2016. Wisconsin, maybe blue. Yeah, I could definitely get that. Now, this one, Mississippi. No, not Mississippi. Missouri. I think it was. Was it Missouri? Image. Michigan. Michigan and Wisconsin. Was that the other one they were talking about? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So these two up here. These two ones up here. Now, they went through and they said, we were stopping voting. Stop voting, counting voting for the night. No more vote counting, right? They stopped it. And then when they came in at 8 o'clock or so this morning, there was magically 128,000 plus votes, all for Biden. Yeah, there's not one single vote was for Donald Trump. Every single vote of the 128,000 went for Joe Biden. Now, you're probably sitting there thinking, oh, you know, that's a little bit weird, right? You know, you're probably sitting there thinking, well, yeah, that's definitely a little weird. And you'd be right. So let's go through and let's have a look at this in greater detail. And we are going to show you the jump. Right. Here it is here. So, Michigan before and after. Donald Trump, 2,200,902 votes. Right? It's fine. Joe Biden, 1,992,356 votes. Right? Yeah. He's trailing by about, I don't know what, 5%? Whatever it may be. But then we have this here. All of a sudden, Donald Trump has 2,200,902, which is the exact same number as he had back here. He hasn't moved. But Joe Biden, well, he's gone from 1.9 million votes, give or take some, to 2.13 million votes. Joe Biden picked up 100, I think it was actually 138,000 was the exact number someone worked out, but say 128,000 votes without one single vote going to Donald Trump. That means they had 128,000 plus voting packets that they counted. And every single one of them went for Joe Biden. Not one went for Donald Trump out of that 128,000 people. The statistics on that alone boggle my brain. Right? And this is not the only one we've seen this happen to. We also had that jump happen over in Wisconsin. Here it is here. Here's that jump. So that was Michigan that we were talking about. Right? Michigan. This is Wisconsin. And look at that jump. Isn't that interesting? You look at that, Republicans seem to have stopped. But Joe Biden seems to be going up. And it was all in Brown and Crusher counties and are still counting. But not one of those votes is going to Donald Trump. You know, I've never seen a graph where the voting jumps like a straight line. I don't know about you guys, but that to me is... it's a little weird. Now, it's funny because Trump always went on about, you know, we don't want to get votes at 4 o'clock in the morning. Trump was spot on the money, wasn't he? He was literally getting... The Democrats literally got votes at 4 o'clock in the morning. Why? Why did they all of a sudden get a jump? And not only that, right, but if you take away Michigan... Say we prove that election fraud was going on in Michigan. Right? Joe Biden doesn't have enough to win 270. Let's do the math. Calculator, right? 238 plus, say that is 6 plus 16 is 260 votes. He is short by 10. Which, amazingly enough, gives him Michigan. Now that he has Michigan, now he has enough votes. In fact, before, this count has actually changed. Before, Michigan gave him exactly 270 votes. Exactly. Yeah. That's a little weird, isn't it? Definitely a little weird. But yeah. Dude, guys, something really weird is going on with this election. I would say every vote needs to be recounted. Voter IDs need to be checked. They need to check the living status on some of these voters. And they need to recount. And I fully support Donald Trump when he says that this voting needs to be recounted. He's going to take this to Supreme Court. Fully support him. Because this, as weird as it is, this is weird. There is no way I can... 128,000 votes and not one of them went to Trump. We're not talking about 100 votes here. We're not talking about 100,000. We're talking about 128 plus. It was actually closer to 138,000 votes. Not one of them went for Trump. And this is not the only weird situation that we're seeing in regards to voting fraud. Right? Weird shit is afoot for the night. There's also been reports that people were handed out Sharpies when it came to voters for Trump. Let me bring this up. And they were given Sharpies, and because of those Sharpies were used, those votes are now null and void. I'm not the only person asking for a recount either, by the way. Here's a video here. I want you guys to see this video. Let me know what you think of this. Because this is weird too. Can I turn the image off? And we're just going to rewind it.
We're doing Sharpies all
Hang on, the video.
the
There we go.
Polytech earlier. They're like 4 different polling places. We're doing Sharpies all in, like between Queen Creek and like the edge of Gilbert.
Yep, and those ones are not being counted.
Yeah.
They're invalid.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
like, I approve.
So they're invalidating votes, is what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like,
That's how
I
it
feel a
feels like.
picture of my
Okay.
ballot. for
And then
Trump.
there was a guy that directly came out and yelled at me 3 times. They both came out.
Oh no, they called the sheriffs
You
and
guys
said that
stop.
and told us to stop handing out the ballpoint pens. In which case, those are the only ones that are actually being
Yeah.
counted and validated.
I used your pen and then I
Yeah.
sent it back to you and I
And
said,
they're-
give this to somebody. 'Cause
Yes, yes. And so we know that, and we've been telling them you need to use a ballpoint pen, not the Sharpie, and now those are getting invalidated.
Yeah.
So people are coming here to vote for Donald Trump, and those votes are all getting invalidated. That's what's going on. There we go.
The ASU.
You tell me, a polling station deliberately handing out the wrong instrument to use for an election is subsequently now writing off ballots because they're invalid. They literally give you the instrument to use to turn around and then say, well, hang on, that vote doesn't count because it's a Sharpie. But you gave us the Sharpie to tell us to use this. Doesn't matter. You used a Sharpie. That's invalid. Look, obviously Trump hasn't lost this election, right? And no one's obviously admitting defeat. He can still win this election. But I tell you what, they are pulling out all the stops. Sharpie's been handed out to null and void votes. Michigan and Wisconsin jumps 100,000+ votes, and Trump doesn't seem to get a single one. And let's not even get on to, I think it was Arizona, where they keep writing it and then removing it and adding it for Biden and then removing it again. Like I said, obviously at the end of the day, he can still win this thing. But I tell you what, they are trying hard. You are literally seeing right now what I personally believe is voting fraud. They're giving out wrong instruments to people to use. And not only that, but they're also finding, oh, look, we just tripped over 128,000 ballots, so they all just happen to be for Biden. Are you kidding me? Not one was for Trump. 128,000 was actually closer to 130,000 votes. Not one of those votes goes for Trump. Yet, statistically impossible for that. The only way this happens is over in Iraq with Osama bin Laden or something like that. This is so... If you wanted people to riot in the streets, this is how you do it. This is how you make the election null and void. But I don't know, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Personally, yeah. I really don't know. I really don't know about this, guys. I have a... We knew they were going to try and cheat, but... Yeah. Let me know what your thoughts are in that comment section below. If this video has been helpful, please, by the way, CNN being more accurate than Fox News. Work that one out. But anyway, guys, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. If this video has been helpful, please smack that like button. I'll be back later today to talk about more stuff. I'm going to upload also another video after this. This is my interview when I was on the radio. This was recorded a few days ago. I was also just on the radio program again just before this. I didn't record that though. But yeah, I was basically telling people about this stuff. I was on national radio talking about this being funny business. So we have just share this video, download this video, repost it, whatever you need to do. This needs to be out there. Because I tell you now, this is some really funky stuff going on. But guys, let me know your thoughts are in that comment section below. If this video has been helpful, please smack that like button. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. Apart from that, guys, go Trump. I hope you got this, man. If not, even if you've got this, you need to take this to the court, man. This is wrong. This is so wrong. Apart from that, have a great day and enjoy, guys.